It's Week 15 of the NFL, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the reigning Super Bowl champs and the Ravens coming up next.
They love their crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium down near the inner harbor of Baltimore. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And CD, this is a passing league. I don't think you would argue that thought. But our ball game here features a couple of teams with strong offensive lines that really like to work the ground game.
And you and I have both heard from different people in the league who's saying that it's becoming a little bit of a lost art in the NFL, the ability to run the football. And we've heard from defensive coordinators who tell us that they play the pass first. That's not something you normally hear. But these two offenses, they're true to who they are. Both ranked in the top 5 in terms of rushing yardage. I think they're both going to use those massive offensive lines.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And a healthy gain of 8 here. They double their workspace out to the 16. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Brady. This is Chenault on the receiving end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark. 46 yards. And the Jaguars are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college.
They begin the drive with Robinson. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Steps away to his left. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Touchdown! DJ Chark with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense it.
On play action, now Brady. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Brady. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And got his man, complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. That's going to be caught. It's Shenault. There's the stiff arm. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. It's a big play for the Jaguars.
But I think it's about time I took my eyes off of the secondary or the guys with the football. How about the offensive line on that snap? They took care of business.
Absolutely, and when he can stay in the pocket like that, you're going to get big plays like we just saw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Patrick Queen leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They'll run here with Robinson. They get just a yard back there, and now they'll be looking at a tough 3rd and 15.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
He'll find ETN out of the backfield. Yeah, that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his right.
Brady now on 1st down. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Jaguars continue to pull away here in this first half. Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
Yeah, and that was sheer determination right there. He did.
Hawk 70. Don't say nothing. 58's the money. 58's the money.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Brady. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Right there, Shenault for the Jacksonville touchdown. Laviska Shenault in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally...
Yeah, change it.
Come on. Set. Viking 18. Watch the slant. 58, boys. 58. 58 is Mike. Let's make the...
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And shutting him off. Now open field. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there. Now Brady. He's going to look deep down the field. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown. Laviska Shenault with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Jags come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one.
Here we go. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Single.
Brady now on first down. He's going to take another shot here. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Jaguars. Laviska Shenault, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Jaguars are pouring it on.
And this is obviously quite a performance, and most of the time...
They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he takes this across the 15 to the 17. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now an option play, and he'll keep it. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. That second down play nets a -4. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to...
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Touchdown.
DJ Chark, 87 yards. And the Jaguars get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this.
Here we go, set. 19, Tiger. 19, Tiger.
They'll run on first down. It's Robinson. Oh, a solid stiff arm and some open field. There he goes right side. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. James Robinson, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Jaguars add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
On first down, Robinson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 128 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On second down, it's Robinson. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. They'll run on first down. It's Robinson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Push him back. 58, boys, 58. 58, Mike. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jags, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1. And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, their slim playoff hopes are gone now as they fall to 5-9.